Secrets of Chinese Sages greets you with ancient wisdom. When a person's energy field is particularly low, the body will issue warning signs. You must never wait until your energy is completely depleted before thinking about recovery. If you experience any of the following symptoms, take them seriously. Do you often feel exhausted even though you haven't done much all day? Do you have many things you want to do but constantly procrastinate, feeling lazy, sluggish, and uninspired? Are your emotions unstable from day to day? Do you avoid going outside or lack the motivation to move your body? When friends call and say, "We haven't seen each other in a long time, let's hang out," do you make excuses to decline? Do you no longer feel interested in anything, preferring to stay at home scrolling through your phone or lying in bed all day? Do you struggle to wake up in the morning but find yourself tossing and turning at night, unable to sleep? Each morning, you promise yourself to sleep early, but when night falls, you still can't put your phone down. You're unhappy with yourself, but you don't have the strength to change, nor can you accept your current state. Your mind is stuck in a cycle of endless inner conflict. Are you experiencing these things? Many may think this is just laziness, but in reality, it's not. You're not lazy. Your energy is simply at a very low level. If you find yourself in such a state, I want to share with you 5 practical methods to quickly restore your energy. These are not just the usual tips like exercising more, sleeping earlier, or spending time outdoors, but deeper strategies that help you adjust your inner world and transform your mindset. First, let go in time. Low energy often comes from being surrounded by people or situations that drain you. It could be a suffocating relationship, a lingering problem that consumes your thoughts, or a negative environment full of repetitive cycles. Reflect on how you felt the moment you firmly walked away from toxic people or harmful situations. Didn't you instantly feel a sense of relief? Usually when stuck in a toxic relationship, the discomfort and pressure can be overwhelming. But the moment you say to yourself, "I don't want this anymore," you will feel liberated. Second, let go of the unnecessary. Much of your exhaustion stems from overthinking. Instead of ruminating endlessly, take action. Everything in life must be done step by step. Don't expect to reach the sky in one leap. The higher your expectations, the more easily you'll fall into disappointment. Just being a little better than yesterday is already a success. Third, embrace simplicity. People with high energy often lead very simple lives. You'll notice they dress plainly, avoid extravagance, love peace and quiet, and prefer minimalist spaces. They focus on themselves instead of chasing material satisfaction from the outside world. Fourth, speak less and spend more time in stillness. According to ancient wisdom, talking too much depletes vital energy. When you open your mouth, your essence begins to dissipate. So if you can, speak less. Instead, close your eyes, nurture your spirit in silence, or turn your gaze to nature. Observe everything with a mindset of reception. Absorb energy from nature into your soul, instead of letting your energy be drained by it. For example, when you look at a flower, imagine that its beauty is entering your eyes and becoming part of you, not that you're being absorbed by its beauty. You might wonder what this means, but if you truly practice it, you'll notice over time that your gaze becomes brighter and more radiant. A light will emerge from within you, replacing confusion and chaos. When you look at a flower, don't let it drain you. Let it nourish you instead. Fifth, remember this. Massive data algorithms never suggest random content. If you happen to come across this video, it means your energy field is already rising. Leave a comment that says "Restore energy" so we can rise together and reclaim our inner strength. As your energy grows stronger, a hidden force will push you forward. You will no longer need to force yourself into discipline because a magnetic field will support you. It will fill your mind and body. You'll feel invigorated in everything you do and have the courage to face any challenge or hardship. When your energy is full, everything in life will start to align naturally. Life is a perfect balance of energy. Your internal energy determines your external reality. Whatever your energy and spirit level is, your life will reflect that. Energy helps you break free from hesitation, fear, and anxiety. It brings wisdom and a boundless willpower to help you take decisive actions and overcome the darkest valleys in life, transforming you into a stronger version of yourself. Energy is the root of all issues in life. When the body is out of balance, the mind is unstable, clarity is lost, career stalls, relationships collapse, finances dwindle, or difficulties and failures pile up. At the heart of it all lies weakened energy and a disrupted life force field. But when your energy rises, your body will feel at ease, your emotions will stabilize, your spirit will brighten, and your soul will shine. From the inside out, you will achieve harmony. Your personal aura will become extraordinarily magnetic. As your energy elevates, you will naturally align with the rhythm of the universe. You will trust in the universe's wisdom, understand and accept everything that happens. You will begin to surrender yourself to the cosmic flow, allowing life's current to guide you powerfully. Truly powerful individuals spend their lives focused on one thing, cultivating their own energy. Through inner discipline and self-awareness, they turn themselves into radiant beings, no longer bound by fame or fortune, but motivated from within. They transcend the visible material world and enter the invisible realm of spirit. They use the frequency of their energy to understand and resolve every issue, fulfilling their life's mission in the simplest and most genuine way. Return to yourself. Let your body and spirit return to their rightful place. Only by strengthening your internal foundation and raising your energy frequency can you completely transform your life. When your energy is right, everything else will be right. Today's message may spark deep reflection within you. Whether it can truly change you at your core depends entirely on your level of awareness and spiritual merit. What I'm about to say next, are you ready to understand it? If you truly grasp and act upon it now, your destiny can be rewritten. So set everything else aside for a moment and listen closely. Have you ever wondered what creates the biggest difference between people? We constantly try to better ourselves, work hard, and refine our inner world. But why? Why do some people always fail while others succeed with ease? What quality sets winners apart in life? Is it luck, intelligence, education, skill? These elements are helpful, but they don't fully explain the difference. There is a deeper layer, and that is a person's magnetic field. Many believe this concept is mystical because you can't see or touch it, but in truth, your energy field is a form of energy, real and impactful. When someone stands in front of you, you can sense their energy. You know whether they accept you or not. You can feel if they truly like you from their heart. This is energy communication. Though invisible, it's as powerful as gravity. Every one of us carries a unique energy field that is constantly influencing our lives. How is this field formed? It comes from your beliefs, values, environment, relationships, breathing, food, desires, meditation, and sleep. Every element affects your magnetic field, shaping your aura, your luck, and even your fate. A person with strong energy is often cheerful, vibrant, kind, and virtuous. Their magnetic field attracts good fortune. On the other hand, those with weak energy appear sluggish, uninspired, and ineffective. If it drops even lower, misfortunes will start piling up, health deteriorates, family life suffers, and careers collapse. The human body is a sensitive information system, constantly exchanging energy with the outside world. By changing your magnetic field, you can change your destiny. Each of us attracts everything in our lives based on what we emit. What you think and believe determines your frequency, and that frequency determines what you draw into your life. This is the law of attraction. If your thoughts are positive, your energy field will be full of positivity. If you dwell on negativity, you'll attract negative people and situations. To strengthen your energy field, you must cultivate an optimistic mindset. Those with a wealthy mindset tend to attract abundance, while those locked into poverty thinking often struggle with lack. Through your thoughts, words, and actions, you're paving the road toward either prosperity or hardship. Your outer world reflects your inner beliefs. Thought is the cause. Your life is the effect. Sow the seed, and you will reap the fruit. Once you understand this principle, you can harness the immense power of your thoughts to pursue anything you desire. You will grow confident, understand the law of cause and effect in life, and know how to channel positive thinking effectively. When a person's heart and mind are aligned, when the body and soul are open, their righteous energy becomes powerful, and their energy field connects smoothly with the consciousness of the universe, with a sincere, kind, and selfless heart. Always acting in the interest of others, the flow of information between you and the cosmos becomes natural and unimpeded. The human body is an ultra-sensitive information field that constantly exchanges energy with its surroundings. Each person has the ability to absorb and emit energy. If you frequently associate with people whose energy fields are polluted, yours will also be tainted and turn negative. But if you stay close to someone whose energy is pure, their field can help purify yours. Learn to surrender. Let your body and mind dissolve into harmony with the universe. Only through continuous spiritual cultivation can you transcend the ego and discover your true self. If you've read this far, you are someone with deep affinity. And if you already understand the law of attraction, the question becomes, how can you attract more positive energy into your own field? There are two crucial elements, virtue and wisdom. What is virtue? It is sincerity, kindness, and the desire to see others flourish. It is a heart full of compassion. What is wisdom? It is the ability to see through illusions and grasp the nature of reality. It is the understanding of how all things operate under natural law. As you sow, so shall you reap. Plant melons and you'll get melons. Plant beans and you'll get beans. This is the law of nature. Wisdom is the highest blessing of human life. Virtue must be practiced daily, while wisdom may sometimes require a guide to help lift the veil so you can see the light. Love is the strongest energy field in the universe because it aligns perfectly with the laws of nature. Love is a positive frequency. Only by giving love can you attract love. So don't just love yourself. Extend that love to everyone around you. Love your friends, your parents, your family, even those who oppose you. Love every flower, every blade of grass, every living thing on earth. The more love you give, the stronger your loving field becomes, and the more love the universe will return to you. Love is a real form of energy. When you emit love, the universe responds by reflecting that same loving energy back at you. Those who build up a strong field of love will draw even more love into their lives. When you face hardship or danger, the universe will send you signs. You'll feel it as a sense of intuition, what we call a gut feeling. Intuition exists where there is love. When two people resonate on the same loving frequency, they can harmonize with each other even from great distances. If one person is in danger, the other might sense it. If someone sends out love, the recipient will feel it. When a child is in trouble, a mother often feels anxious. If one day you randomly think of a distant friend, perhaps at that exact moment, they are calling you. Lovers far apart can still feel each other's presence. People who contribute to society, who frequently do good deeds, naturally accumulate a massive loving energy field. When danger approaches, their subconscious will sense it. Their bodies may emit signals of warning, helping them avoid misfortune. And even if misfortune strikes, they are often able to turn it into a blessing. In the universe, there is a powerful law, the law of attraction. Your thoughts carry energy, possess a frequency, and have magnetic pull. Whatever you think, you transmit that frequency into the cosmos, and the universe reflects back what you desire. Love is the strongest magnetic field in the universe. The more powerful your thoughts, the more intense the universe's corresponding response. Those who consistently do good, who regularly give love, expand their field of loving energy. Whatever you do, never assume no one sees it. As the old saying goes, above your head are 3 feet of divine awareness. Do not commit evil simply because it seems small, and never neglect to do good just because it seems minor. This is the essence of karma taught in Buddhist philosophy. Good deeds bring blessings, evil deeds invite retribution. It's only a matter of time. How much love you receive entirely depends on how much love you have given. This is the natural law of the cosmos. The universe is a circle. It operates on the principle of cause and effect. You must give to receive. When you love others, they will love you back. When you help others, others will help you in return. Every result stems from a cause. Many chase results without planting the proper seeds. The seed is giving. The fruit is the love and support you receive. In daily life, you'll notice that many people carry low energy. Maybe you've even felt that way yourself. Occasionally, they encounter high-energy individuals, those who are consistently positive, full of life, and influential. You admire them, feel drawn to them, and wish to be like them. So how can you become that kind of person? First, you must understand the difference between high and low energy. High, positive energy is expressed through vitality, excitement, passion, focus, abundance, courage to face challenges, inner harmony, and a constant desire for self-growth and uplifting others. Low but positive energy shows up as calmness, peace, relaxation, balance, renewal, and harmony with the present moment. It includes proper rest and maintaining both internal and external equilibrium. In contrast, high negative energy often manifests as anger, anxiety, excessive worry, irritation, or seeing problems in everything, including relationships. Low negative energy includes bitterness, regret, shame, low self-esteem, hopelessness, failure, guilt, and blame. To avoid being consumed by negative energies, you must create a spiritual space that is clean and clear. Strive to stay in a state where 80% of your energy is high and positive and 20% is low but positive and restful. If you can maintain this ratio, your life will shift into a more joyful, vibrant, and fulfilling direction. This is the key to success and happiness. But like all powerful truths, it must be consciously practiced again and again until it becomes your natural state of being. Think of your energy field, your magnetic presence, as a massive power generator, more potent than any physical machine producing thousands of watts. The only reason most people don't realize its power is because they're unaware it even exists. For centuries, humans have believed in the existence of mental intention, while simultaneously doubting its origin. But the truth is, its source lies within us. The energy field emitted by the human brain generates this force. Mental intention is real. It originates from your body's own energy. However, this energy slowly diminishes over time due to the constant emergence of desire in daily life. To maintain this energy, you must learn to restrain your desires, keep your mind calm, and engage in good deeds. In essence, virtue is the source of your body's energetic power. Those who practice spiritual cultivation are in fact training their mind, temperament, and moral character. The more focused a person's intention, the stronger that mental force becomes. This is why people often say, sincerity makes miracles happen. In Buddhist teachings, it's said, 1 part sincerity brings 1 part result. 10 parts sincerity brings 10 parts benefit. Why do the bold and determined often succeed? Because they are decisive, focused, believe in themselves, and are not distracted by doubt. In contrast, the hesitant and indecisive rarely succeed. Human life is a process of energy consumption. Without conscious control, your energy field weakens over time. Those who overthink drain their spirit and, as a result, harm their vital essence and energy. That's why keeping your mind calm is one of the best ways to preserve your inner power and restore your vitality. This is also why monks and hermits who undergo long periods of seclusion often achieve great breakthroughs afterward. During their spiritual retreat, they accumulate vast inner strength and sharpened mental focus. Human energy is finite, and everyone's energetic intensity varies. However, people with similar intentions can amplify their energy fields through resonance. For example, in Buddhist practice, focusing on a single thought can generate immense power. Those with extraordinary abilities often rely on their strong energy field to achieve what others cannot. However, they must remain extremely focused when using this energy. If their concentration falters, the effect diminishes significantly. If someone else with a stronger opposing force sends out contradictory intentions, the result may not only fail, it could even backfire. Everyone has an energy field, but not all are equal in strength. This field is closely tied to the balance of yin and yang and the 5 elements within the body. When yin and yang are in harmony and the 5 elements are complete, energy becomes powerful and whole. When they are imbalanced or deficient, the energy field weakens and becomes fragmented. In traditional Eastern medicine, this energy is known as righteous qi. It arises when the body maintains harmony between yin and yang and when all internal organs function smoothly. This field surrounds and protects the body's health, but it also radiates outward in various ways depending on the situation. When digesting food, it defends you from within. When you move or act, it empowers your outward force. This is the foundation of what Taoist masters call righteous energy within prevents evil from entering. When your energy field extends outward, its strength follows the same principle as collective force. Unity is power, division is weakness. Every action, every emotional state originates from the mind. The mind is the birthplace of all desires. Therefore, your energy field is governed by your inner world. If your desires are excessive, your energy becomes scattered. Your outward strength weakens and your internal defense diminishes. But if your mind is calm and free of craving, your energy consolidates, your outward force becomes stronger, and your inner shield is fortified. That is why those who attain a state of desirelessness and mental tranquility possess the strongest energy fields and the greatest resistance to external influences. In this elevated state, their intentions carry extraordinary power. Every thought, every word, every action becomes a projection of their internal energy into the world. Unlike words or physical actions, intention is invisible. It operates like waves in space, unaffected by time or distance. When a person devotes their full attention to one task, success comes naturally. But if they're distracted or unfocused, success becomes elusive. Mental intention flows directly from your internal energy field. It's subtle, but incredibly powerful. When you hold a specific thought and make a firm decision, your energy field aligns with that decision and emits a directional force through your brain. This force is known as intention power. But because everyone's energy strength and focus levels vary, the impact of this power differs greatly between individuals. Some project a strong force, others a weak one. Energy is limited. Before pursuing anything, you must consider the cost. Whether you want to be wealthy, gain status, or maintain health, you must weigh the consequences carefully. Why is it that people who rise to wealth or high position often suffer sudden health declines? Because they've exhausted themselves with stress, anxiety, and mental pressure. Their internal energy becomes completely depleted without them realizing it. Negative emotions like fear, worry, sorrow, and despair rapidly drain a person's energy. That's why it's essential to minimize emotional disturbances as much as possible. There's an old saying, never commit acts without virtue, for 3 feet above your head is heaven watching. This reminds us that our conscience is bright and ever present. We must not harbor evil thoughts or do wrong, or else we will face consequences, not by the hand of man, but by the laws of the universe. Why is this so? Because every action you take releases a kind of information, a trace of your deed that remains imprinted in the energy field of space. Whether the act is good or bad, that energetic imprint stays. If you commit a harmful deed, the energy you release carries your unique signature. It lingers in the field, and the person harmed also emits a signal, an emotional frequency of pain, resentment, or desire for justice. When these two frequencies collide, they generate a form of energetic resistance. If your wrongdoing is exposed, the victim may seek revenge. But even if no one knows, the clash still happens, just in the unseen realm, as a battle between opposing energy fields. So don't ever assume your actions are invisible. The universe remembers everything. The energy you emit becomes your own evidence. This is the principle behind intention force. It is the influence of your internal energy field directed towards someone or something else. I've observed a curious phenomenon. Some parents, especially mothers who deeply worry about their children's studies and future, often raise very successful kids. But by midlife, these mothers suffer significant health declines. Meanwhile, parents who are more relaxed and hands-off tend to stay healthier. Why? Because anxious, over-involved parents unknowingly pour tremendous emotional and energetic investment into their children. Over time, they deplete their own life force. Blessings and prayers are also a form of energetic influence. When done sincerely, they affect the recipient. That is why religion has existed for millennia and continues to thrive, not merely as tradition, but because these rituals hold real power. Yet, humanity has long misunderstood this source of strength, and so we've mystified it. Here's the difference. Resentment and hatred consume your energy, while blessings and compassion replenish it. That's why spiritual traditions emphasize prayer, virtue, and kindness. They increase the collective energy field of their practitioners and communities. Think about it. If someone is honest, trustworthy, and consistently helpful, they earn praise and receive heartfelt blessings. When they fall ill or face hardship, others pray for their well-being. These sincere thoughts form a collective force which strengthens their energy field, helping them recover, avoid misfortune, or even extend their lifespan. This is not personal willpower alone, it's the power of group intention. Some may argue, but religious people still suffer illness and disaster. True, no one escapes the natural cycle of birth, aging, illness, and death. But without these energetic protections, their fate could be far worse. From this perspective, if you are wealthy, you should practice generosity and kindness. Share your abundance with others. The people will love and bless you in return, and your prosperity will flourish. But if you are selfish and cold-hearted, even toward your own children, the collective energy of curses and resentment from others will erode your fortune and health. Observe carefully and you'll notice, many who get rich quickly rarely do good deeds. Often, they accumulate wealth through deceit, manipulation, or exploitation. That kind of wealth disappears just as fast. In contrast, large enterprises and respected entrepreneurs who give back to society enjoy long-term success because they reinvest part of their earnings into public service and charity, earning trust, love, and a powerful field of blessings in return. Lao Tzu once said, "The way of the Tao is daily loss." This profound teaching means that the path of cultivation involves shedding more and more each day, not gaining more desires, but letting go of them. This kind of loss isn't about deprivation. It's a conscious release of unnecessary cravings. When we surrender those attachments, we are not losing anything essential. Instead, we are transforming material weight into spiritual lightness, into inner strength and clarity. This is the true meaning behind "to lose is to gain." If a person is entangled in material pursuits, it will inevitably wear down both their body and spirit. The heavier the burden of possessions, the more exhausted the soul becomes. Life becomes shorter. The quality of living diminishes. On the other hand, those who are not enslaved by materialism enjoy the benefits of longevity, spiritual vitality, and a life of higher quality. Their protective energy grows stronger. But the greatest threat to that energy is the state of constant worry, always fearing loss, always calculating risk. This mindset is deeply harmful to both health and fate. In truth, the principle of intention force is quite simple. If someone frequently commits evil, they will attract an enormous amount of resentment from others. This resentment, even if unspoken, generates a strong energetic backlash. If the cumulative negative energy from curses and hatred exceeds the strength of that person's personal energy field, it can strike them directly, affecting their physical body, disrupting their life, or even causing illness and death. Of course, if the person has a strong and virtuous energy field, or is protected by the goodwill of many, these harmful effects might not manifest directly on them, but they could fall upon their descendants. This is what ancient people called karmic retribution across generations. Human consciousness is also a form of invisible energy. It's what we call intention power. This energy radiates from the mind into the universe, forming waves of different intensities. These waves can alter the state of objects, influence the trajectory of events, and even create new realities. The extent of their impact depends on the strength and clarity of the person generating them. Those with powerful intention can influence how matter behaves, change how others think, and even direct the emotional and psychological states of people around them. Many things in the world seem to be decided by people, but in fact they are governed by a vast web of energetic laws, built from layers of intentions and collective focus. Imagine a person who has committed many wrongs, but is shielded by great power. The victims, though powerless to retaliate directly, silently wish for justice. Over time, their collective resentment forms a massive wave of energy in the invisible realm. If the wrongdoer's energy begins to weaken, these waves may strike without warning through illness, disaster, or unexpected accidents. This is how karma works, not just in myth, but in the energetic fabric of the universe. A car crash, a sudden disease, these are sometimes the physical manifestations of long-accumulated energetic retribution. Therefore, preserving your health is not just about eating well or exercising, it's about maintaining the strength of your righteous energy, your protective field. Naturally, no one can maintain peak energy forever. The cycles of birth, aging, illness, and death are inescapable laws of nature. But going against nature, ignoring its rhythms or defying its wisdom, is self-betrayal. And betrayal of nature leads not to freedom, but to destruction. When a person changes their choices, a new configuration of energy and consciousness begins to form. These combinations may seem random, but they directly influence the path of human development. In other words, humanity's progress is shaped by countless individual thoughts and decisions, each giving rise to different outcomes. The future is not fixed, It is a product of choice. Your destiny is, in essence, a reflection of the choices you make. If your choices are wise and aligned with truth, they will yield benefits not just for yourself, but for all of humanity. If your choices are careless, selfish, or harmful, they will lead to consequences that may reverberate across generations. As material civilization advances and technology evolves at an unprecedented pace, ancient wisdom continues to whisper the same lesson. Do more good, avoid evil, accumulate virtue, and act with compassion. If you don't, not only will you suffer, but so will those connected to you, your family, your descendants. Some may still question whether such beliefs hold any truth, but science itself has begun to validate what sages have long taught. Einstein's famous equation proved that matter and energy are one and the same. Physicists have demonstrated that all material things are composed of vibrating particles, each oscillating at different frequencies. These vibrations shape the diversity of our world and every experience within it. Life is no exception. Scientists have measured the vibrational frequencies of the human body in different emotional and mental states, and the results are astonishing. After more than 20 years of research, Dr. David Hawkins discovered that our state of consciousness directly affects our body's frequency. He created a scale from 1 to 1,000 to measure human awareness, and found that any state of mind that drops your vibration below 200 weakens your body and spirit. In contrast, higher frequencies from 200 and above enhance strength, vitality, and resilience. States like sincerity, compassion, and understanding elevate not only your mind, but also your health. They shift your internal frequency, changing the way your body's particles vibrate. They bring healing, clarity, and empowerment. Someone who has passed away no longer emits a vibrational frequency, but someone consumed by dark thoughts, hatred, cruelty, or envy operates at the lowest frequencies and thus depletes their own energy at a rapid pace. Simply having evil intentions is enough to harm yourself. On Dr. Hawkins' scale, negative states rank from low to high as follows: shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, and pride. These emotional states damage not only your spirit, but also your physical body. Conversely, beginning at 250, the frequency of courage marks the shift into empowerment. Higher still are neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. The state of joy resonates at 540, peace at 600, and enlightenment reaches the highest range between 700 and 1000. That's why infants, especially those under 2 years old, often seem so lovable. According to this theory, babies have not yet been polluted by worldly concerns. They don't lie, compete, or harbor negative thoughts. Their consciousness is pure, and so is their energy field. That purity attracts others and brings out love in everyone around them. But as children grow older and are exposed to societal pressures and emotional toxins, their thoughts begin to darken. Desire and comparison take root. Their once pure energy field becomes turbulent, and the people around them begin to sense this change, often without even knowing why. The same is true in reverse. There are elderly individuals who radiate serenity, kindness, and humility. They do not act superior despite their experience. Having seen through the illusions of life, they let go of attachments and grievances. Their hearts are light, their energy fields are clean, and anyone near them feels peace and comfort. This is the ultimate truth. Your thoughts shape your energy, and your energy shapes your world. Whether you rise or fall depends on the quality of your inner world. Nourish kind, loving, and noble thoughts. Replace resentment, sorrow, and despair with compassion, hope, and joy. When you do, your destiny will transform. This is not superstition. It is the law of energy, the law of life. Thank you for listening. May your energy be radiant, your heart be peaceful, and your path be filled with light.